Peckham for Moetry's 5th birthday. I mean, really, 5 years of Moetry. It's just the greats are all here.
Firstly, what we're here for today. No one's getting married. Okay, first, what we're here for today is that we've reached an amazing milestone as an event of Moetry. So it's 5 years since it's been created. So let's make some noise for that. Not only that is not just our 5 years, also the venue that we're actually in today, the guy with the braids that was here before, I ain't got no braids clearly, if you know me, and I just see them. Prince of Peckham is also celebrating this month 5 years. Make some noise for Prince of Peckham! Of course. We've done it on a canal boat. Everyone stop laughing, so that's fine. You said it.
Done it everywhere.
I'm glad my woman's seen this. Right, so no, what it is, it's Moetry. The reason I started Moetry was to give everyone a platform for expression. The basis of it starting was actually one of our good friends that everyone knows that passed away due to mental health. And he's a young black man that realised that there was a lot of struggle with having people to express themselves. I'm not saying that this event is going to be the cure for it, but it's a start. Also, wanted to create an event that I could have all my friends and people beyond that be part of it. Most of you that know me, I like to rave a little bit every now and then.
Oi, oi!
Trevor don't say nothing. Yeah. So, in the end, I created this event called Moetry. It actually means music and poetry. It's been going for 5 years. It's been an amazing journey. I've got to meet a lot of people, a lot of artists that have now become friends, a lot of audience as well that have come to meet and they've become regular. They've brought friends, family. A few years.
Don't make him blow a Mo gasket.
So we've got a few rude boys in the house. No KMTs. Yeah, but yeah, it's just trust me. It's I'm a bit lost for words because it's been such an amazing journey. I want my people to hear this in Africa. Make some noise!
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So I went into my classroom a few months back and I was picking up the Spanish dictionaries like I do. It's my little routine, and along the bind of the book was a long shaft, and along that shaft were the words, "Sir is a dickhead." Enjoy that, yeah. And that's what inspired this piece. "Sir is a dickhead. He ain't too bad. Chat while he's talking and he will get mad. Boss man teacher loves hablar español. Hola. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?" Getting his good books for more banks and lols. "We don't need the toilet, but we take the piss. He won't miss a trick, knows all our conniving schemes. But I'm a bit bored, man, do you know what I mean? You can't convince me that learning is fun. I reckon on the weekend he likes to read." I can say that though, look at his beard. Hippie hipster professor, wearing his proper weird, thinks he's lighting up school with a song and a dance, but allow that fam. I ain't doing no prancing or dancing or participating. I'd rather be in the park. Mastering a Batman stunt.
Hey!
My social position. Get out of school ASAP. Ain't had a mission. Thank you.
First one at the start of 2020, when I began to learn more about the law, the state, natural resources, and freedom. And I finished it on the train on the way down here. And it's called Water Be Free. Water be free. This may be a question or an affirmation, a spell I wish to cast upon humanity for those lost at sea, pulled by the weight of their own potential freedoms, pulled in like gravity, swallowed up and spat out by the machine that promised to wash them clean in the church with the very holy water they polluted. Bottled up and sold back to them, its divine information defiled, confused and convoluted. This is a true admiral travesty, like water. States will fight to own your reserves. Follow the river mouth. Follow the river.
I used to get lost in cartoons as a child, using it as a means of escape rope. You see, my crystal was a maze. Now, fantasy entertainment was entertaining the entertaining me because I wasn't old enough for reality shows, because my reality showed that I was just a GMO product in an environment of pain. And every cartoon watched was that IV drip to my veins. There were no Pinky and the Brain dreams, no Ed and Eddie schemes. Picture the scene that I've seen. Broken homes broke down my outer core. My self-worth was shaggy. But I didn't care much for what Scooby do because I had to be scrappy in order to fight for scraps. You see, I was more in tune with my vulture than my culture, but that's what happens when you scavenge for survival. Chasing my ambition to live was just like Tom and Jerry. But just like Tom, I always felt deflated, defeated. The state of living should not be a state of living. But as a child growing up, I only ever saw was in front of me. They told me my eyes were the windows to the soul. Look into my eyes back then and all you saw was TV static. Next to a TV screen that made like beams. And took me to places where recess was more than just break time. More than just playtime.
If your friendship's true, when I'm done, you'll comfort me. When was the last time someone asked you how you felt and meant it? When was the last time you asked yourself, took your time and spent it? Health is wealth. As for me, it's been an eternity since the question was true, unattached to a motive or an agenda. I swear, I'm one of the last great pretenders. Because I see, but I believe it will change. Not just when you need me do you know my name.
Back in 2011, I applied for a job as a stockbroker, being told this is a great way for higher learning whilst getting paid in full. And after arriving for an assessment day with around 30 other candidates, was me and 7 others left, and this two-horn twat fixed his lips to tell me some bull. Imagine I spent 4 hours at this assessment day, and on my pursuit of happiness, sat down for my one-to-one interview, only to listen to words I can barely describe as tragic. He said, "Harrison," and I'm not making this up, "you're one of the strongest, most charismatic individuals here, but we're not sure we should pick you because you've got this ever so slight West African accent." Madness. Now at that stage I could hear one of my ancestors say, "Lean on me." Believe me, I wasn't strong. And as much as I wanted to jump over the table, grab him by his tie and punch him till I saw the colour purple, wasting another 4 hours, but this time in the police station, all Kai's along. So I walked out, catching up with some of my friends. I told them what happened. One said, "I wish someone would discriminate me for my slight Caribbean accent. I wish he would." Because after spazzing out, I asked him what does he know about being raised by a single parent, drugs around every corner, and having nothing except for your boys in the hood. I said, "Hey, yo, my friend, chill, bro. Look, in every racist situation, remember you're king. Find your strength from within. No need to spaz out, maybe flip a birdie and rise above the rim."
Moetry vibe.
Just silver-plated in fraud. A man-made crust caked on umbilical cord. Golloping artificial mantras until saturated in loathing we swell. Daughters pleading for us to quell laws written about our bodies by gaggles of men who confuse walking in our shoes with sliding in our DMs. Objectifying our fractured frames and scoring us out of 10. Let's break the bias, but if not now, when? Because let's get one thing straight. There'd be a 3-week working month if men were to menstruate, and sanitary products would all be free. Wouldn't that be great? How has it taken until 2021 for them not to be taxed? If men had ovaries, they'd be delivered in hampers with appropriate snacks. And at least have the decency to get her anatomy right. You see, her vagina is mainly out of sight. So to impress and really indulge her, make sure you know that that part you're admiring is actually her vulva. Now that might sound slightly pernickety and daft until she's wanking off your testicles whilst gently popping your shaft.
Know how to be gentle. It's all very well that your muscles are hench and what you can bench is impressive, but it matters more to me how strong your mind is and if your shoulders can carry the truth. Number 8. Will you think of me in the moments I'm not with you? Number 9. Will you bring me flowers in the rain, or will this just be another story of pain? Number 10. See, your word means more to me than your last Rolo. Number 11. And I may sneak a few French fries from your plate or want to borrow your hoodie, and I don't want you to be mad at it. Because I would share my plate with you every day, and I love the hoodie because it smells of you. Number 12. I don't want to know your Facebook status or the number of likes you got on your last IG post. Instead, I want to know the real life version of you. Not the social media persona that you may vicariously live through. Number 13. Will you be an open book? Allow me in, show me all your pages one by one. Will you allow me to trace your storyline like my fingertips are feeling for your braille?
Natural, right. Let's make her feel welcome. Come on, more people.
Good evening, everyone. 5 years of Moetry. 5 years. And it's funny because I kind of started my journey around the same time, and I just think you've come so far. Moetry is such a brilliant event, and it's a real pleasure to be here. So I think the poems that I'm going to do are going to reflect my journey with Moetry. Your skills are not that hot. Some of you say you have stamina, but I pray and wish you'd come. Some of you give head like you got paralysis of the tongue. Some of you have fantastic skills, but your arrogance makes me sick. If your ego was your penis, you'd have a record-breaking dick. But I'm going to do a poem. The next one I'm going to do is one called We Will Rise. And I think I went on a bit of a journey with my poetry, and the journey was performed at Moetry. So I started off with my early stuff. I grew, I learned. I wanted to show there's a lot of other sides to me. So this poem that I'm going to do next is called We Will Rise, and it's actually going to be released as a track on the 20th. Some would say that all lives matter. But for centuries, it's black lives that have been in tatters. I know my life matters, and I shouldn't have to say, but I'm saying it because I'm still fighting the same fights that my ancestors fought yesterday. I'm unapologetic. There's no need to co-sign. Black people, black power. We will rise, we will rise.
Can't you see that we're hurting? Because I can see black lives don't matter when the police start working. Of that I'm certain, because I've been searching. Does anyone care, or you just closing your curtains? Keeping your eyes averted, that's why we're burning. We've been carrying this burden for so many years. Shed so many tears, while living with these fears. Fed onto deaf ears, don't want to face the facts. Don't want to pay us back, so we're getting no arrears. It's an uphill battle without any gears, and it's taking its toll, tearing up our souls. Blood spilled on nearly every road. Our reality's cold, could have been me or my bros. We got dealt this hand, it's not the skin we chose. But still they hunt us down and kill us like we're animals. I felt this hate since before I even went to school. So it's not unfathomable. Now my back's against the wall, and I'm saying damn them all. It's the same world, but we got different rules. We try to rise, they wanna make us fools. Human beings, we've been used like tools. So despicable. To them, not applicable. Media, they're just to trick us all with the same tricks of old. Spinning their web of lies, keep you tangled. They're catfishing us, only showing you their right angles. How comes they never show us getting brutally handled? Man, woman, child, treat the same as a shambles. Been hiding the truth for years, now that's the biggest scam.
Quite nervous, and the first time I ever performed and felt all right, I did this. And it came part of my persona, so I'm just going to do this one quickly before I do the Moetry mayhem. Right, this is for all the ladies that have one. And this is for the men that know what I'm talking about, yeah? This is called cushion. The first time I saw her, totally mesmerised. A cushion for her bottom, heaven in her eyes. I gazed into their warmth and fell into their depth. Spatial awareness disappears, can hardly catch my breath. Feelings of desire, visions of our heat. Lips on lips, hips on hips, damp and sweaty sheets. Flirtation in abundance, sexuality in droves. Sensuality bursting through the seams of her clothes. Lips like velvet, body like a woman. What do I want to do? Touch up her bosom.
Some people I love, they got mad because I was working on me. I gave them love to lift them up and show them who they could be. Stop them from drowning like when Moses came and parted the sea. But they ungrateful, you see, not even they would agree. I lost my job, I had to ask my little brother for money. Even my sister, I felt shame every time that I done it. Those are my mummy's kids, but I shouldn't have to ask them for nothing. I felt fucking disgusting, I should be giving them something. I put my heart on my sleeve, my chest is open, it bleeds. I had to leave, because you would never love me for me. You see, I had to pull the weeds before I sowed any seeds. I learned the key is to believe before you even receive. I felt a void when I left. I had to learn who I am. I had to learn who you wasn't. I had to learn how to stand on my own feet while overlooking the historical land. I wore the desert, but my bullets ricochet off the sand. I glance in mirrors and I ponder on the man I've become. I'm feeling numb, but I don't know if that's the pain or the rum. I feel compelled, but maybe that's the tree in my lungs. You think that I can't add up, so you tell me a sum. It's harvest season, so you squeeze it like the juice of a plum. Or a hug from your mum, walk on water, I'm God's son. We pitch and hit balls from the park, that's home runs. I'm the one fitting all like I've spoken in tongues. Guns and butter, can you tell me how you spending your funds? All of my ones, so I'm ever calling out you for help. Melt the wicked witch's daughter wading in the water while I'm standing on that corner throwing stones on Richard Porter.
The thing I love about Moetry is that I know most of you are in it, and I think that's what makes the event stand out. Like I try and make an effort. If I don't know you, I'll get to know you. And if you don't know anyone in here now, just turn and say hello to someone next to you.
Can I interrupt? Big up to you.
Yeah!